Hello, this is my unboxing of the Lord of the Rings TTRPG, the new one that Freely Publishing just released. I just got this in the mail, and I meant to buy a tripod before this, but this came a little earlier than expected. So I've already opened the box to prevent anyone from seeing my address, so I'm going to have to pull everything out of this. That's everything right there. I'm sorry, this is a little bit of a mess, but I wanted to do this as soon as I got this. All came a little too soon. This is about $109 for the whole setup. This is the Dungeon Master screen, which I will open up here. Sorry for them plunging you into the dark. Come on. Alright, hold on. I gotta get... Wondering, this is what I look like. I'm just gonna have to go and get my trusty opening devices, so we'll be right back. Alright, so this is what we've got. We've got our Lord of the Rings Lore Master screen and Rivendell Compendium. So this is essentially our Game Master screen, and this is the Rivendell Compendium, which is essentially just a Rivendell add-on here for the adventure mod, for the TTRPG and the adventure modules, which I will get to here in a moment. And let's crack this baby open for the first time, see what we've got inside. All right, okay, this is a little interesting. As you can see, is a 3-part screen, not what I'm used to, because normally the 5e screens, they're 4 that I'm used to. But as you can see, this is all more so stuff for like the Game Master here. So I'm going to flip this around real fast. As you can see, we've got your group of... You got your undead... Well, no, these are more like orcs. Why did I say undead? No undead in Lord of the Rings except the Ringwraiths. So it looks like this is just your orcs, goblins, trolls, and your adventuring party plus your Lord of the Rings role-playing right there at the top. After that, we've got... I'll get to this book in a moment. Our nice little friend Bilbo on the front. But this book with Gandalf here is the actual Lord of the Rings TTRPG book. As you can see, we've got all of the West here. This book primarily wants you to play in the Shire. From what I understand, it is set before the events of Lord of the Rings, but after the events of The Hobbit. The paper here, it's not like that plasticky-ish paper that you see in like the player's handbook for Dungeons & Dragons 5e, or the or like other D&D books. This is more so like actual, like this feels like this is like from a book kind of paper. You've got your races here. You've got your classes, which by the way, the classes for this TTRPG go to level 10 to level 20, and the whole system builds off of the 5e system. I will do a whole video on that later. I just wanted to unbox this first. You got a whole chapter for the new rules. I'm just going to flip back here to the front of table contents just to give you guys exactly what we're working with. We're working with prologue, some new rules. Prologue is just probably your like lore section here, new rules, your adventuring stuff, so your races and your classes or your callings here. Treasure rewards, adventuring phases. This is a lot from what I've read from the PDF, because I got the PDF because I pre-ordered this. A lot of this has to do with role-playing, but there is some combat. And there's whole rules in here for like smoke battles, like for blowing pipe rings, essentially. Fellowship phases, what you do as the Game Master, the evil, the world, and then your appendices. But a lot of this art is just really good. I mean, look at this. You've got stuff like this, just really, really good. And again, I am sorry for the shaky quality of this, but this is exactly what I have to do because I did not have a tripod for this whole setup, and I'm recording straight off my phone. But yeah, you've got your enemies, you've got undead, orcs, wolves, whole bunch of different things. Patrons, these are like your people who hire you. A lot of the art, I like how what I like about this book so far is that it is primarily like, it kind of resembles like almost like I'm reading the Red Book. Ooh, but what's this? I don't remember this. All right, this has a little bit of sticky part here. Let me see if I can't get that off. All right, I got that off. Now let's see what we've got here. Okay, all right, I like what I'm seeing here. This is the whole map of Erebor, the eastern area where the Shire is. You can see the Shire right there, but you've got everything else over here. This is really nice. And I believe this itself is the actual Shire. The actual Shire, yeah. Because we've got the Shireling. Now, I want to see if I can't find Bag End on this. I'm just going to give you a nice little scoping area of this. But, oh yeah, so this would be where Tom Bombadil lives in the books, which means that Bag End should be somewhere over here then. Michael Delving, Waymick, Tuckbro. There's yeah, so here's Hobbiton. So that means that Bag End is like right there. Oh, wait, no, we've got this whole area right here, which is the actual Hobbiton. It's like the town of Hobbiton. And you've got Bag End, you've got the whole hill, Bagshot Row, and the main town of Hobbiton. So yeah, this is what the map is. And then lastly, as part of this whole collection, which I'm really excited to have this. I may not run this for a while because I've got other games in the works currently, such as a dark fantasy horror, which, by the way, my next unboxing video is going to definitely be Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt Kickstarter, which I just got. All right, so this is just a map of the Shire, but this is the whole, there's a whole adventure book, I believe, which is, I believe, this is just regarding the Shire, but this is the actual book. And this is primarily for playing adventures within the Shire, which I kind of like. I'm definitely really ready to play this. Like, look at this regarding the Shire. There is, this book has that same feel that the other one has. A lot of the art isn't like colored in, which I like. It's almost like I'm reading, like this is actually, again, written like it's in Lord of the Rings. Like I'm reading this from, like a Hobbit wrote this. But again, you've got like other things. I believe back here, yeah, you've got pre-generated characters. So you've got Drogo Baggins. He is a messenger. A Hobbit. I believe all of these are Hobbit. You got Esmeralda Took, who's a treasure hunter. You got Lobella Bracegirdle. Do not come after me if I get anything wrong here. She is a champion, so as you can see, you got like a little bit of information regarding this character. And then you've got their whole character sheet here, which, by the way, this uses, again, like I said, this primarily uses D&D 5e for its basis, but again, just outside of, it just uses it as a base, but uses everything else on its own. So you've got new things like old lore as a skill check, or riddles. You've got Paladin Took the Second, who is a captain. You got Primula Brandybuck, who's a scholar, and then I believe, Rory Mac Brandybuck, and then the last one, which I believe here, is Bilbo Baggins himself, which he's a level 6 treasure hunter. So this is kind of cool. So you've got a lot of stuff, and then here's their OGL stuff, and lastly, just again, this. On the back of this one, I'm surprised that didn't have anything on the back of it regarding this. You've got a whole like hex map here for stuff regarding just travel and everything. You've got a whole like section here just reminding you of what happens and everything. Coloration here as to what is what. So this is kind of cool. I'm very excited to run a game with this. My only gripe is that this is a 3-piece Game Master screen and not like a 4-piece one, but I'm not complaining. This is a really, from what the PDF I've read a bit of, it is a well put together system, and I probably will do a video just on the whole system in the future. Once I go through the whole thing, I'll probably make a video on that soon. And then this again is the Rivendell Compendium, which is sort of like the first chapter here in this Shire Adventures book, but it is for Rivendell. You've got a stat block for, you've got Elrond here and Arwen. Yeah, you've got Elrond, Eladin, Arrowhere, Glorfindel. This is like a whole just small pamphlet. It's nothing like too big. I mean, it's like literally that thick. But anyway, thank you for joining me today on just reviewing the new Lord of the Rings TTRPG that Free League Gaming published. See you in the next one.